Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey and I need your guys' help today. I have a question for you guys that I'm going to ask you in about 35 seconds. But before I do that, I do want to get my give my new subscriber shout outs. I like to do that. I do have from the 15th, I have Laura Pablo and Natalie. Let me put on my glasses. Elsaya. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate you all. Okay, so here is my question. Well, before we get to the question, we are going to just go over our bills to see what came out, and we're going to do some expense tracking. We're not going to do any cash stuffing today, and I'm going to tell you why right now. So what came out, the UPS is scheduled to come out today. I just don't think that they've pushed the button yet, but that money is in the account. So once I see that come out of the account, I will mark that green. And then, so here's the question, the Honda. Okay, so I have $900 I was supposed to get. I have $450 in the bank towards it. I did have at least $300 more of the other $450 that I would have needed. But this is what happened. So this job that we have to do, Mr. Bailey is actually there right now, him and Josh. We haven't done a job in so long that we really didn't have any money to, as far as if we needed supplies, like in our business account, it was pretty much gone. So we used our regular money, our money. And then we said, once we get the business check, we'll, pay ourselves back. So we did that. So we had to spend money in order to make money. So the question is, if I needed the other $450, what would you guys do? So I'm actually shooting this video on the 19th. So it's not going to come out. I mean, you're going to see this on the 19th, and my bill is not due until tomorrow, the 20th. So my question to you guys is, would you just take the money out of the binders so it'll be on time? Or would you just take your grace period? I do have a 10-day grace period with my Honda is through Capital One. So I do have a 10-day grace period, which I could use, say for instance, if he finishes today or tomorrow, and that's another thing. I told you guys that he was going to do it on Tuesday and Wednesday, but because my nephew got a plane ticket last minute to go down there with his mom, Mr. Bailey ended up staying home yesterday to make sure that we got him to the airport, because I actually wanted to go in with him. This was his first time flying. So he didn't start it until today, which is Wednesday. So he may finish it today. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him yet to see how many square feet he has to strip and wax. He's doing a strip and wax job. So I don't know if it's going to take him today and tomorrow or what. But if so, we should still get the check by Friday, no later than Saturday. And the way his bank is he can't have access to the money. He can have access to the money on the same day, even though it's a business check, once he deposited. So I guess my question would be, would you borrow from your binders so that it could just be on time? Or would you utilize your grace period? If you could just leave that in the comments. If you don't want to leave a full comment, I understand. But if you could just put, if you just want to borrow from the binders, just put borrow. And if you want to use the grace period, just put grace. And that would kind of let me know as far as me doing a poll, because if I would have did a poll on the post, a lot of people probably wouldn't have known what was going on. But anyway, I'm really confused in what I should do, because I know sometimes it's hard to put the money back in. But if I take it out of one of the envelopes that I know is that I know I have to put back, Nicholas' birthday is next month, so I know I have to, I think that's $400 in there, so I know I have to put that back so that I can buy his gift. The emergency fund we're trying to build back up, that's $295 in there. And then the other thing is not that much in maintenance, but the other one was my mom's envelope is $400 in there too. And I definitely don't want to take from that one, because you know how it's already stuff, going on with us getting down there, making sure we get the other tires on that Sam's Club still haven't called me that they ordered yet, all those type of things. So I really don't want to take it out of hers. So I'm going back and forth with, what I should do. But anyway, So once I figure that out, we'll see if we're going to mark that off or not, or if we're going to use our grace period. And then these other things aren't due until the 21st and 22nd, which is this weekend. So is that this weekend? Yeah, the 21st is on Friday and the 22nd is on Saturday. And then everything else that we had in this budget, this is the first time I heard my air fryer actually make noises. We normally like can't hear it at all. And sometimes when I put wax paper in there, it smokes a little bit. I put me some sweet potatoes in the air fryer. So I seasoned them up and put some avocado oil on them, and I have them in the air fryer. So anyway, that's why I got sidetracked. So, but anyway, everything else is cash stuff and basically towards next week. So like if something was to happen where we didn't get the check on time, or, you know, like any of those type of things, we still have like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do DoorDash and Lyft. But I don't think that's enough to be able to pay myself back and cash stuff $1,250 plus pay off the loan, you know, unless the only way that this can work out, because we haven't worked this week yet, because Mr. Bailey didn't go to work on Monday night because he thought that he was going to have to wake up early on Tuesday to do the job. So then we end up doing the same thing again after we got my nephew all taken care of. We end up doing the same thing again on Tuesday. He didn't go to work, and now it's Wednesday. So, and I'm pretty sure if he does go to work tonight, it'll just be like for a few hours, and then he'll come back home and get some rest if he has to go back and do that job. Anywho, we have a few receipts that we have to expense track, and I still didn't put the thing here, but it's getting pretty easy to get back to it. Okay, guys, I have my light off here, so. Okay, the first one is I told a story. I did go to work on Monday, and I made a nice piece of money in like 4 hours too. I made I think it was like $175 I made in 4 hours on Monday, and that wasn't bad, like for a Monday. If that was Friday, I probably could have made even more in that, you know, in a short amount of time, but that was pretty good. But I did go to Taco Bell, or else I would not have finished my shift. I was like really hungry. So what time did it say I go? 11:06 a.m. But that is under food and drink. And it came up to $10.80. I was trying to get the $5 thing, but I realized I didn't want any bean burrito. So I just got the Crunch Wrap Supreme combo. But anyway, our budget is $30, and I spent $10.80. And that leaves us with $19.20. Let me grab my markers. Okay. And then I went to Sam's Club, and I got we went to Sam's Club for a business expense, which was the mop heads that he needed. But so I can't put that on here because that is a business expense. But we did find the avocado oil. They had some on there, which it looks kind of cloudy. Normally that's a good thing if it's olive oil. So I got to make sure that's a good thing with avocado oil also before I actually open it up. But $11.98 plus $3.94 is $15.92 is what we spent on the bread and the avocado oil. And that was yesterday on the 18th. So Sam's, and that is under grocery. That's my air fryer, guys. So $15.92, and our budget this week for groceries was $150. So $150 minus the $15.92 left us with $134.08. And then I finally got my toothpaste, guys. So we went to Better Health and Vitamins, and we got the toothpaste. I found my nettle tea. I haven't been able to find that anywhere. And Mr. Bailey got his shampoo conditioner bar. So that was under, we have it's vitamins, even though we didn't get the vitamins yesterday. But we did get a 20% off sale. Yeah, we got 42 cents off of the shampoo, and we got $1.05 off of the toothpaste, but they didn't give us anything off of the nettle. Okay, so, but anyway, that came up to $15.30. So at least we saved something. And our budget was $50. So $50 minus the $15.30 is $34.70. And our actual total budget that we saved was $150. But this week, I didn't think I was going to spend that much. So I just went for $50. So if we end up getting another coupon or something, you know, email, we will go back and fix that. But these receipts, I'm going to put into the Fetch Rewards app. If you guys haven't used our code yet and signed up, I would appreciate it if you would use it. It's over here on the side. You can either scan this or put the code in if you're already on the app, or it's also linked below. But if you, all you do is just scan pictures of your receipt, they give you points that you can then redeem for gift cards. And me and Mr. Bailey, we always use ours for date night. So we use ours for a restaurant, but they have like online shopping. I mean, Walmart, Sam's Club, restaurants, even cash gift cards. So thank you to everyone. It's one of those punch hole things again. Thanks to everyone that has been using our code. I really appreciate it. I can definitely see that you're using it. But anyway, like I said, this is going to be a short video. So if you can just leave me a comment down there letting me know what you guys would do. It's not like I'm going to pick the majority. I'm probably going to do what I know is best for us. But this is last week's budget. What's best for us. But I would like to know your guys' opinion, because sometimes when you do make a choice, you still don't know if it's, you know, if it's the right choice or not. So if you guys could just leave borrow or grace to let me know which one you would use. But yeah, this is it's not that far into the week, so it's not like we still can't meet this, guys. You guys see us do 2,300 every week, and I probably don't go to work until Friday. But normally Mr. Bailey would have been making money by now, but I believe that he's still going to make the same amount that he would have made if he went out with the same amount or more. Hopefully it's more. With, I'm talking about once he pays Josh and puts the money back. If we were to borrow, you know, like that type of thing, he still should bring home the same amount of money, and then he'll still, you know, do his ride share this weekend too. So it's possible that we could still meet this budget. But if we weren't able to meet the budget, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm just going to make sure I can get some of these main things cash stuffed, and I definitely and then if I had to wait on this part, I only have like $50 something worth of a loan that's coming out this Friday. So I could always push that into, you know, into next week too. So we'll definitely see what's going on. But so this is kind of like a midweek check-in. But anyway, I need to get out of here because I need to turn my sweet potatoes back on, because I'm going to do kind of like, well, they're not fried sweet potatoes, but air fryer sweet potatoes. And I'm going to fry me a couple eggs and some toast. That's what I'm going to have for breakfast. Even though about time it's done, it's going to be lunch. But and I'm also trying to save today on dinner. I just took out some chicken breast from the chicken breast that we bought last week, and I have some frozen vegetables in there. So I think I'm gonna make a soup. I like better when I make a chicken soup when I have like chicken with a bone in it, but I'm just gonna use what I have. So I'm just gonna probably saute up the chicken and then just put it to the side, and then put some chicken bouillon cubes in there to give it like some flavor, and then add the chicken breast in towards the end so it won't get dry, or, you know, I don't, you know how chicken breast can be if you overcook it. So that's basically what I'm going to do today, and make some rice if anybody wants rice in there, so that way I won't have to go out of the house and spend any money. But anyway, if you made it to this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you could just do me a huge favor and leave me a comment. Hopefully it's about my question, but if not, you could just leave an emoji. That helps out also, because we are monetized on this channel, and all of the money that we're making on YouTube in the year 2025 and beyond, we are putting towards our debt. So thank you to everyone that even leaves a like, a share, your hypes, all of those things help too. So I will see you guys tomorrow I have no idea what kind of video I'm going to do. It all depends on if we can bring some money in here. Or maybe I don't know, have you guys spend a day with me at the house. I'm not sure, But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.